Ladies and gentlemen, we would now like to present to you and formally introduce Bob, Cos, and Arthur, the Play No Games podcast.
It's your favorite podcast where we talk about real life and exchange a few laughs. We sticking to our path. When you find understanding, just know that will never last. We ain't here to play no
Bob for you guys,
game.
it's Cartier Bob.
The world is getting crazy, and now we know we gotta be the change.
Play No Games podcast. So
let's take forward.
It's cost.
if you like us, and don't forget words. If you don't forget about the backseat critics in the back, if you like what we're doing, like, comment, subscribe. It's easy, it's free. I know y'all see the rise of the tide. But beyond the rise of the tide, I'm gonna pass it to,
I guess, me, and we're gonna play, no pun intended, play no games. So this week, what do you guys play no games about? Cos,
All right, I'll start. Yeah. I'm playing no games about fantasy football. I did my draft for my league with my buddies. And honestly, not just fantasy football, but specifically punishments. This is the first time I'm in a league with a significant punishment for last place.
What is it?
Okay, so we got to vote. I'll give you the 3 punishments. First one was open mic night. And then everyone in the league could write a joke for you. Every joke you didn't use was like a shot. Second one was we have a buddy that owns a boba shop. You would have to dress up in a bee because that's their logo and hand out flyers for 4 hours.
Dress up in a what?
In a bee outfit.
What is that? I'm ignorant. Sorry.
Like a bumblebee.
Oh, in a literal bee.
A literal,
I
yeah.
thought you were saying
like
a bead.
Yeah. And then the third option was go on a date with damn, man.
Sorry.
Damn, bro.
So bored.
Go on a date with a teddy bear to a restaurant, like a sit down restaurant.
I would do that.
Stand up.
You'd probably be on the list shortly after that, after some mother walked in and saw you just there with a teddy bear, but
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't think of that kind of consequence.
Think about everyone. Yeah. Stand up one. So that's our punishment this year. Is loser has to do stand up.
You going to East Burn? I think they do.
No idea where we're going yet.
We'll
figure it out. Yeah, but I'm taking it seriously because I don't want to do stand up comedy.
How the draft turned out for you?
Pretty good.
It was a superstar pick.
A
McCaffrey?
superstar pick.
Like, if you can bank on one guy, who's that going to be this year?
Well, if I'm going quarterbacks, it's Josh Allen. So I got Josh Allen, who I love. And then out like position players, Mike Evans, Jonathan Taylor.
Okay.
I'm happy with those.
Yeah, solid.
Not
game busters, but they're
my team is built on depth because I also have George Pickens, and I also have Kenny Walker, and I have James Conner, and then I also have Devontae Smith.
Okay.
So it's a team built on depth. That's what I cared about. I also got Jake Ferguson from Dallas.
Okay. Salute.
It's built on depth. It's built because I've done it a couple times. I know how important just the roster matters and all this stuff. I'll say someone did draft 4 quarterbacks, so I don't think I'll be last place. Is all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, that's crazy.
No, there is no super flex. He just decided to draft 4 quarterbacks.
Hey, I guess whatever makes sense to him.
I want to play no games about CJ Stroud, the quarterback.
Yep.
Him lying about seeing James Harden contract and there not being a party clause in it, and that scaring him on why he wanted to like cut out partying. I swear, I think he's lying because I just like the sheer fact that he's like he has this whole like interview talking about like, yeah, I saw James Harden's contract and it made me like want to cut out partying. I think in James Harden's contract, there's like a limited amount of parties you can have.
I can guarantee you that is far from the truth.
I just think that
either that or they just turn a blind eye to it because even just in the little bit of traveling I do and also
more birdies.
Yes. Literally.
Oh, I was just thinking because like, what's the quarterback in Arizona?
Kyler.
Yeah, like
Kyler
they have clauses for him.
Yeah, but the NBA
For video games?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the NBA and the NFL operate very differently in terms of like
That is true.
the restrictions that they put on their players.
You don't think Jerry Jones got no?
No.
No.
Oh yes,
He
did.
got clauses for
But
that.
again, you're still talking about the NFL versus the
Oh
NBA.
damn.
Like the NFL, you know whether you're home or away. Like say there was a Portland football team, right? The night before a game, I had to sleep in the hotel. In the NBA, that's not a thing. Like, what the hell do you mean? I need to report
I got you.
Report to the team. Facility.
Zion's got a clause.
The weight clause?
The weight, a weight clause.
Yeah.
And that was only his second contract because he was overweight.
He looks great too now.
But either way, bro, we've seen plenty of instances throughout the season where James Harden's in Vegas kicking it with little babies. So like,
So CJ Stroud didn't want to party anymore
Mm-hmm.
because he was scared he might get a no party clause. Like
Not
James
no
Harden?
party clause where like that just inspired him to be like, oh, I want to make sure that I'm locked into the game because I care about football and because James Harden contract. If we go off James
CJ
Harden,
Stroud corny?
thank you. All I'm saying is
Free pop.
I think he is slightly. I think he's. I think he is religious, and I don't want to play
he
with
is.
nobody.
I'm not gonna play with that either.
But yeah, I think he does overdo. Wow, that was
That
crazy.
was awkward. That was really awkward. Okay, so
That was crazy work.
that was interesting. It's all right.
Come on, bro.
Please
Like, no, that's
get us
just-
back on track.
Whoa.
Wow.
Anyway, yes, you don't want to play with religion.
Yeah. Damn, that fucked me up. I don't want to play with anybody's religion. But he can slightly come off as corny, a little bit preachy, in the vein of like a Russell Wilson almost. But it's weird because he doesn't come off as lame as Russ does to me this time.
No, but the couple interviews I've seen of him, he does seem a little corny. I don't know if that's just a quarterback thing because quarterbacks do have to be wired a little differently.
Yeah.
They're very focused and they're very, media trained to that degree. But
I'm sure that plays a part of it.
Yeah.
So my only reason, well, once again, maybe I'm throwing shots at James Harden, where it's kind of like when you look at James Harden's career, like I don't think he's ever been like I'm super locked in to the NBA game. So I'm
Only
just
when he wants a trade.
That's cap.
huh?
That's cap. That's cap.
When do you think?
That's
When,
cap.
When was
like
he
Western
locked in?
Conference Finals?
That's cap.
When was he
Bro,
locked in?
During his prime, he's always been locked in. But he is somebody that like.
I would say.
Bro, anybody that plays with him, I've never heard anybody say he seems unfocused or he's half-assed in his training. He trains like a motherfucker. Now, does he also enjoy himself off the court? Yes.
I would say like 16, 17, 18 Harden was pretty locked in.
We needed you in.
There's no way you can average 37 in the fucking NBA and not be locked in.
Yeah, when you kick it out your legs, those corny ass 4-point plays.
He
Bro,
figured out a way to
that's
legally.
not going to make up another.
He found a way to
37.
legally travel.
Yeah.
Like you got to be pretty locked in for that.
Bro, he got like 3 scoring titles and 2 assist titles.
All right.
Like, you're not doing that.
All right.
Not being locked
We
in.
needed you in OKC.
I think there's a case to be made. He's not locked in now. Maybe
He's not locked in them playoffs.
Interesting.
Or he just has too much on his workload. Games 1 through 82, and we're just playing an isolation ball and high pick and roll every damn possession. Fatigue starts to set in after.
Oh, yeah, you-
8-9 months. of
Oh
playing
yeah,
basketball.
you got connections to.
No,
H-Town.
I have eyes.
Man,
Like-
oh, you have eyes. Okay.
Yeah, when the ball isn't moving and I
Yo,
know exactly
right.
who's gonna play make everything, it's a little bit easier just to
So
hone
you
in.
so you win in that challenge the next 3 weeks?
I challenged you to some real shit and you just avoided it again.
What you talking about?
I challenged both of you fools to king of the court, and you're like, "Oh no, let's just fucking dribble so I can use my 315 bitching ass and just back take down."
Hold on here. King of the Court is not a 2-on-1 game, Mr. Tay.
I challenged you to it.
I will play you on King on Court. That's fine.
1-on-1.
I'll play you it. That's
All right.
fine.
Two dribbles or 3?
3.
3. Be a man.
At the wing.
All right.
I
Okay.
love this.
I will take you on 2. I'll give you a handicap of 5 points to start.
Whoa.
That's crazy work. That's crazy work. That's insulting coming from me. I don't know. Wait, have you ever hooped in your life?
No.
I love seeing him shoot a basketball.
Do you need some platform shoes too?
Oh.
Whoa!
Oh, you're feeling spicy today. Ain't been back to work in a few weeks. I feel like a new man.
Jesus.
Well, you know who is? Oh, nah, that's a woman. Ooh.
Yeah, don't try to make that pivot. I'll just take it from here.
Thank you.
He was gonna awkwardly say some stuff that was gonna get us canceled. So I'll go into our first topic.
I'm gonna cut that.
You guys, it's been a long WNBA season right now.
Has it?
Yes, it has.
Okay.
It's definitely felt like it because with the amount of banter we've been seeing online and just my one-on-one interactions in real life. We've had some noble rookies. Most importantly, I'd say Angel Reese and Caitlyn Clark have been the main topic of discussion throughout the season. We're getting towards the last few weeks of the WNBA season. There's a lot of conversation as far as who should be the Rookie of the Year. Myself personally, I will probably give Cailtyn the vote. And if I was just the board, probably be unanimously. But let me ask you all, how do you guys feel about the race? And also, secondly, do you feel like the banter around those two as just individuals has kind of gotten larger than just the actual play?
Okay. I agree with you on Rookie of the Year. I would give it to Cailtyn unanimously, probably. And if we're being honest, if we're just looking over stats, how the teams have been playing, Cailtyn and the Fever have been a lot better than Angel and the Sky. The Sky have been all right, but the Fever sucked. The Fever didn't make I think the playoffs the last 8 years, and they just clinched a playoff this season because they added Cailtyn. And then, sorry, what was the second part of your question? You say,
do you feel as though the banter between just those two and Cailtyn and just specifically has become larger than people's appreciation for just the actual play of the WNBA?
Absolutely, because now you have the discussion of, is Angel Reese the Rookie of the Year? Where I don't see it. Maybe there's something there I'm not seeing. But I think there's definitely an aura of jealousy, of a narrative being written about, Cailtyn and her season versus like the league and other players not liking the attention, even though it's actually good for them and the league. This is how they make more money. Them almost, they love to shoot themselves in the foot. Maybe is an analogy I've heard.
Hey.
I'll cut it there, but I'm just saying. At the end of the day, it should be seen as something positive, but it's not overly positive, I'd say.
What do you call it? I was here maybe like 2-3 weeks ago, maybe co-rookie of the year. But after this stretch, we just gotta, if we're talking about being like basketball purists, right? And we're just going off straight basketball. She would unanimously like be that right now. I know. Shut up. Fuck you. Unanimously. You like that? Better? All right. So the thing that I think that really is getting in the way once again is people struggle with holding multiple layers of context when you talk about sports or you talk about all these different things. And what people have to understand is Angel Reese is doing a damn good job too as well. It's just that's one thing I feel like is not talked about enough is they're in two different positions. So there's that. I feel like that's not spoken about enough, but we have to like just give it up for what these two women are doing for the sport, because once again, I think some of the analysts were like, we got to look at the bigger picture. Like they're trying to trailblaze and set a path so the WNBA can be in a different echelon, and they are putting butts in seats. So,
and I'll just close with this, and you can clip this too. Firstly, I will say this. I'll give both of them, along with Cameron Brink and a few other rookies, tremendous round of applause for the eyes that they put on the game. Now, however you want to weight that, that's on you. As you just spoke to, they both, affect the game in different ways.
Yeah.
Truthfully, I, just as a basketball purist in my entire life watching basketball, I've never seen people appreciate rebounding as much as they have with Angel. Now, that is a huge aspect of the game. Usually teams that win the battle on the boards, they usually win games.
Yeah.
But if I just had to draft one, I'd probably rather have Cailtyn because of her playmaking and scoring ability. Now, the thing I hate about basketball, and this kind of goes outside just the WNBA, but just basketball in general, people get so fixated on what you're not saying about somebody and don't appreciate what you are. Like if I say Angel Reese is Andre Drummond right now to me, But why is that a shot? Andre Drummond
It's
is
not a
shot.
shot.
Andre Drummond.
I've said
Prime
that.
Andre. Prime Andre.
Andre Drummond is
Two-time All-Star.
Andre Drummond is an Olympian. Andre Drummond is an All-Star. Andre Drummond has amassed, I'm gonna guess, probably over $150 million in his career. There's nothing wrong with being Andre Drummond right now. Does she have some flaws in her game in terms of finishing, footwork around the rim? Yes. She's a phenomenal rebounder right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. I can also say CAITLYN early in the season has some issues with turnovers. Both things can be true. Like, you don't have to. This isn't Battle of Bloods and Crips. Like, bro, you don't have to pick a side. You can just appreciate basketball.
I think you also have to play devil's advocate for that a little bit. I think you also have to see where the game is. Andre Drummond in 2020, is Andre Drummond as we see him. You put Andre Drummond in the 80s, all of a sudden, he has a statue outside of an arena probably.
No, because if he's still averaging 13 points, he's still Andre Drummond.
He averaged like 16 and like 16 a couple seasons.
Yeah. He was a fantasy. He was a
Well,
fantasy
yeah,
stud.
16 boards a year.
I think it was, or 15. 16 or 15 one year.
15,
I think
15,
rebounds.
15 sound. Yeah,
15, something like that. I think you also have to look at the NBA, the age of the NBA, where it's at. I don't think you can compare players like Caitlin Clark to current NBA players because of the development, how old the league is and how long, men have had, like they have the head start because of how it's developed. I think the WNBA is in a place almost where the NBA was in like the 70s or 80s. Like,
Whoa. Hold on. I ain't gonna go that far because it's a lot of women that really got like a deep bag right now, like Arike, Aneka, Kelsey Mitchell, that could like score like a motherfucker.
and so did Mark Price and other guys that played in the 80s.
Bro, but Mark Price could shoot, but I don't know if his bag, like the creativity some of these women got now with their ball handling and shit like that. I'm not saying it's
a 1-for-1 comparison,
Yeah.
but like in terms of where the league is,
If you want to say it was
talent, there's only 14 WNBA teams.
Yeah.
And you see rookies getting drafted. They're eventually cut after a couple years
because it's that hard to keep a job.
It's hard to keep the job, but it's because the league just isn't there yet.
From a business ops lens, yeah. But as far as like development with like skill play, I don't know. I wouldn't say the gap is that far.
Maybe not 80s
in terms of play style. Like 70s was crazy, bro. Like
maybe
if you want to say like early
crazy.
2010s, like
City Moncrief had a bag, but anyway, I'll give him 90s.
Drummond's best stats were 18 and 16 in 1 year.
18 and 16. Shout out to Andre Drummond. Man.
How many games they won that year?
It's not about the wins.
No, it is because if you're getting 12 points in garbage time when
again, if he's putting up those numbers in the 80s, he's having a statue.
Who?
Drummond.
Not sure, but that is the 2019-2020 season.
Oh,
with
that for
Detroit.
sure ass.
He only played 49 games that season. So.
Oh yeah, that for sure ass.
Enough games.
So really quick to bring this point home, and shout out to the Facts Dragon's cousin, doing facts over there. Bring up that point you were talking about Barkley. Like, how do you think that resonates? Because you were just talking about this off pod.
Was I?
Charles Barkley.
Oh yeah. So Charles Barkley was on the Bill Simmons podcast, and he was like, they could not have. I think his quote was something along the lines of, "They could not have messed us up more if they would have tried. Like they had to try to mess up Caitlin Clark and her essentially brand recognition for the league to have made it this bad the way they've done it." And he was speaking towards not the league not really promoting her, players showing a little bit of jealousy, the whole USA basketball situation, all that stuff.
You don't feel like the leagues promoted her? She's been in a lot of nationally televised games.
I feel like they promote tunnel fits more than Caitlin Clark.
Bro,
I see Nika Mule more than I see Caitlin Clark on social media, and she's averaging 0 points and half a rebound for the Storm.
Jesus Christ!
I mean, we are. Well, actually, I don't know how that works.
When she was before she was hurt, did you not see Cameron Brink more?
Yeah, but Cameron Brink is also a lot more active on social media than Cailtyn.
She's just a hometown girl.
Yeah, like seriously,
trying to ball.
She just want to hoop and
Beaverton.
go home.
Exactly, and dodging allegations that her boyfriend enjoys a good Trump rally.
Damn, he just had to throw
like,
that
bro, you just like.
He's a rower. What do you want, man? Huh? He's a rower at Stanford. Like,
I thought that random fact was hilarious.
I mean, they've been in a lot of nationally televised games this year. And
hey, it's the first time I've watched Ion, so fair enough to them.
Yeah.
No, I just want to make sure that was kind of talked about, at least when we bring this up, because once again, I think we do a lot of the women who play the sport a disservice when we kind of talk about this because
Either way, they're going to be unhappy with us talking about the sport.
oh no, I understand, but it's kind of like that balanced perspective of like if we talk about any sport where it's kind of like we talk about the pros and cons, the in betweens, where it's kind of like I think that's what all of the WNBA players have ever wanted. We're like, hey, we just want to be considered and want to be treated as equally when it comes to sports because I'll have to admit I've watched the most WNBA games I've ever watched this season because of those two women, and I can't. And every time we talk about this, I can't cap and say all this because I've never was, and I feel like a lot of people and Stephen, I'll say I feel like Stephen A. Some of them be capping. We're like, bro, you really wasn't coming.
Oh yeah, no,
you
for
was
sure.
like us.
Because last year,
you was like us.
Because last year when the Aces and Liberty had a finals matchup, it was damn near like the Olympic team scrimmaging. Nobody really paid that much attention to it.
So I always try to inch very closely as I build my knowledge to be like, if I'm going to be a true fan of anything, like I have to really know stuff. So I always kind of like hold back, not because I want to be canceled, because like I'm still learning. Because I'm gonna eventually find my WNBA team. I haven't found it yet. I just like certain players, but that's it.
Who's your favorite player right now?
I would have to say the Juju.
She's in college.
I know.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm waiting.
Oh, okay.
Liberty.
So like,
sure.
I just liked because I watched that tournament and how she went out, the pride she had gives me like Bob Gill energy, and I was like, that's a person I would follow.
Bob Gill energy. That's a crazy reach.
I've never said that gives me Cassian Vasile energy.
I'll be watching Steph shooting three. I'm like, damn, bro, that's some real Tech Force shit right there. Like, bro, like come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. What?
Yeah. No. I like the dog in her.
I wouldn't say I got a team right now, but Asia Wilson.
You're an Aces guy.
I really like. No, I really like her. I just like her game, but she got no.
No, she's a dog.
She got no holes in her game, and she a dog.
She also hasn't missed the game in like 3 seasons.
I felt following her be cheating. That's why I was like, let me wait.
Yeah.
She's like the LeBron.
Exactly.
I fuck with her. Stewie, she a GOAT from UConn. Kelsey Mitchell, a dog. Cam, even though she didn't get to play, I really liked her last year at Stanford. CAITLYN, I mean, it goes without saying. Enrique, like, she got a bag, but she kind of a chuck too, so it's kind of hard. I can't always fall in love with her, but yeah, it's a lot of women balling right now, so hopefully the game keeps on growing. But speaking of sports, I know you had something else regarding.
Yes. Or do we need to do an ad break?
No ad break.
We got
just,
one more.
We got
just
one more.
camera pan to cough.
Fantastic.
Portland.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So guys, over the weekend, big game. Many people listening probably don't keep up with the MLS, but they should. Big game happened though. It's a derby, as we say in the world of soccer, when it's a rivalry. Portland versus Seattle. Every time Portland plays Seattle, it brings out a lot of nastiness between the two cities. Of course, Portland did win 1-0. We jumped them up on the table. As expected. I wanted to talk about this, or I want to bring this up specifically to kind of compare and contrast a little bit of the two cities. I think two cities that have seen a little bit negative in the light of media. Two cities that have kind of seen some negative light shown towards them over the last couple of years. We live in the area, so I'm curious. Seattle or Portland at the end of the day? Who are you? I know we live in Portland.
Huh? Like, what the fuck are you even asking me right now?
I'm asking you. Would you rather live in Seattle or Portland?
Here we go.
I'm from the town. Like, the hell, no.
You're Portland through and through.
I'm from the town, bro. Like,
yeah, really.
yes.
Okay.
And it's been up with Seattle since I was a kid, like playing Rotary and tournaments,
Okay,
going up there, even when I was in my early 20s. Like, it's weird. It's like, Seattle is like, and you might get this vibe, but Seattle's like my cousin that I see at the family reunion. I don't really fuck with you, but I'm not going to let nobody jump you if we outside.
I feel you with that. I feel you with that. I would say I have a different relationship with Seattle. I feel like Seattle's cool. I just feel that
Smells like fish.
Seattle
That's
is
funny.
Seattle is a variant of what Portland could be, but like not the.
What?
Whoa, actually, that was my. That's a topic I have actually.
It's a variant that. Where it's not the best version of yourself. You're like, oh, this is a great idea. Like Portland has the opportunity to be one of the pivotal cities, and like we're right there on the cusp each time, and we just got to figure out some things. So Seattle gives us some great ideas, but it's not there.
I would kind of replicate that sentiment. I'm a Portland guy. I love Portland. Portland will always be home. I'm always going to cheer for Portland teams. If you give me the opportunity, I'm moving to Seattle. Like, I'm sorry. I think Seattle is it like Robert said, it's what the Pacific Northwest big grand city can be. And I do think Seattle's really cool. Homeless though, do you think Seattle has it worse with the homeless?
If you're doing it per capita, it's probably close, or you might have the edge, but they have a lot more people there, so
Yeah.
The traffic is worse as well.
Yes.
The traffic is worse. The traffic is
For no
worse.
reason at all. I don't know why everything just starts to come to a nice halt around Tacoma, and then you spend an extra 45 to an hour trying to actually get into the heart of the city. But you know, it's a cool city, yo.
Now,
Yo, have y'all not to?
no, please go.
All right, have y'all? When last time you went to Seattle?
It's been a minute.
A couple weeks ago.
A couple weeks ago. Where'd you stay?
I didn't spend the night,
Okay,
but when I do go, I stay downtown.
okay. And when's the last time you actually?
Fancy.
When's the last time you stayed down there?
Spring this year.
Spring. All right. Maybe it's just me. I've asked this amongst all my friends. Have you noticed like a spike in hotel prices out there?
It's insane. It's like at least $200 a night now.
Yeah, if not more. And I'm just like, bro, like I'm not staying in New York. Like, how the hell is a Motel 8? Not that we even stay there, but I was a Super 8, $215 a night. Like,
No, it's no. The hotels there are insane.
yeah.
And
it
then
didn't used to be that way either.
Have you ever looked at like the coast, whether Oregon or Washington coast, like to spend the night?
Oregon, but not Washington.
Oh, either one.
Yeah, Oregon. Yeah,
Yeah,
it has set up a
those
little
are
bit.
also spiked up, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
Maybe it's just the market. Portland prices not that get a hotel too often here, but it's still pretty, decent.
Is it reasonable?
Yeah, it's decent for me. But I also have a couple of friends that work in the hotel industry out here. So
Okay.
The original dragon.
Let's see.
Fat
Elder
Dragon, Fat
The
Dragon, Fat
Elder
Dragon.
Dragon.
So, bro, no. Let's not do that.
Oh my gosh. That was crazy. I was saying that because of the dragon, but I didn't even think about the context with that shit. My bad. We can cut that.
We can cut that. I will cut
Fun
that.
fact: the Superman radio show actually helped take down the Ku Klux Klan in early 1900s.
I vaguely remember that.
Yeah, they.
Wait,
there
who
was a-
did?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was a
Yeah.
investigative reporter that had information on how the Ku Klux Klan was recruiting their members and operating,
Oh shit.
but no law enforcement agencies were taking it up, and there were no actual like news outlets taking it up.
When was this?
It was like 1930s, I want to say.
Damn.
How
How do you retain all this information?
So he
They be doing hella shit.
he
Yeah.
managed to get a connection with like the Superman radio show at the time, and they just like spilled the beans and like mixed it in with the radio show. And because it was like one of the like top 2 or 3 like radio shows in the US at the time, everyone was just suddenly aware.
Bro, have you thought about getting into journalism?
No.
You should.
I
So-
took a lot of broadcast journalism in high school.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not gonna cut it.
So go
I'll
ahead.
just bleep it out. Boom.
Okay.
I don't know if that had anything to do with what he was actually going to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. No. So the homeless population per 1,000 in Portland is 5.86 homeless people for every 1,000, and Seattle's 4.54.
Oh my God, we can't win anything. Let me guess. Number 1 on that list is Eugene, Oregon.
Weirdly, they're considering District of Columbia on here, which is
Oh.
odd. But Boston.
Okay.
Boston.
I read somewhere that Eugene actually had the highest per capita homeless.
Eugene is right behind us.
Fantastic. Whoa.
It's so Portland's 5.86. Eugene is 4.94.
Okay.
You know.
Good.
You know.
Right above Honolulu and right below Portland.
How they get into Honolulu?
Oh, dude. That's
Boats and planes.
no, dude.
Oh.
Hawaii is a homeless man's dream. Let me tell you.
Shut up.
No, what it actually
First
is,
and foremost, we
What it-
need to stop.
what it actually is
Yeah, my
is-
apologies for about that.
That's funny. What it actually is native people getting pushed out of housing because it's too expensive.
Oh, okay.
It's a lot of native people, unfortunately.
Sorry, my Pacific
Oh
Islanders.
my God. Let me go to the beach.
Oh, you're one of those guys, huh? You don't like the natives, huh? I'm sorry, I shouldn't say.
What? This is literally what our regular show is.
Yo, we on the
It's
roll today.
bullshit.
We're on
I
the
didn't point at you. I didn't point at you.
Oh my
Nobody
God,
said
we're gonna
that.
bleep so much of this shit out.
Yeah, we gotta
I
take a lot
didn't
of
do
this out.
that.
Okay.
Even do the casual.
Oh my God! All
Your
right.
comment was hilarious. Let me go to the beach.
No, what I meant was, if you're gonna be homeless somewhere, at least let it be somewhere that's 80 degrees, 70 degrees most of the year.
Wow.
I'd much rather sleep on a tent on a beach than concrete.
Fair.
All I'm saying is, hopefully,
Got a
our
bath
government
right
system
outside.
gets it together and really, solves and helps the houselessness, crisis. So yeah,
Ad break.
Ad break.
you all are nobody's gonna want to partner with us for this bullshit.
And we'll be back. Stay tuned.
What's up, you guys? It's Cartier Bob here, and I'm your host of the Play No Games podcast, as well as relationship dynamics. But I'm not coming to y'all about that. I'm coming to you guys about a rad event, and yes, I said rad, that I did 2-3 weeks ago. It's an annual hair god barber battle in Portland, Oregon, and this year it was bananas. It was, wait for it, in Pioneer Place in Portland, Oregon. Pioneer Place is such an iconic Portland staple. So if there was a clash of the Titans, wouldn't you think it would happen there? So I want to say big shout out to Mike and everyone who participated in the barber battle. And let's just say, can't wait for it next year. Now, here at the Play No Games and Relationship Dynamics platform, we're going to be slow rolling this out for you guys. So throughout the weeks, you're going to see pictures of Mike, some of the interviews that we've done, and in hopes that you guys can come join us next year for all the fun that we had. So once again, I want to shout out to Mike, the barber battle this year, and everyone who participated, and all the vendors, because it was wonderful. And I know I gotta say it, but we ain't about to play no games with these clips. Enjoy. That was a delicious ad. Hey, look at us upgrade. But you know what needs to get upgraded?
What, Robert?
What's up, bro?
What, Rob?
What needs to get upgraded?
Our local grocery union store, Kroger's and Freddy's.
Womp womp.
You're really turned into the villain of the show.
Are you pro industry?
No, I'm not pro industry.
Are you
So
pro big corporate?
I'm pro low prices.
My man.
Anywho, so recently, 4,000 Fred Meyers workers in Portland, Oregon are set to strike. So I'm still going to read the article. Got this from the Oregonian. Several thousand Fred Meyer workers in the Portland area plan to walk off their job, which they already have, striking allegedly because of a breach of a labor law amid contentious contract negotiations. The strike, which could continue through Labor Day, it's past Labor Day, comes to a national attention in the area of Portland. Kroger is defending its proposed $24.6 billion acquisition of a rival supermarket chain Albertsons in Portland. So the reason why I kind of wanted to bring this up is I feel like every 1 to 2 years, a union of a major grocery store or somewhere that we patronize is having contentious contract negotiations. And another reason why I bring this up is before I kind of give you guys more of the updates, I've talked to a couple workers who work there and how they built a line and telling people not to shop at that time, where some of the replacements that were working with them, because let's just say, I'm gonna say this all allegedly, I know a person who's working there 10, 12 years, and they're in a senior position and they're only making $21, $22, and then their replacements, when they refused to work, they were just they offered those people just $25, and that's something that they were asking for years. And when they were just giving them that pay raise, and then also they were breaking down the figures and numbers with me, once again allegedly, they were saying that they were wanting the workers to pay for their own medical insurance, where it really didn't pan out, where their employers were really paying anything. So the real reason why they were striking was for things to be just more fair and for it to be a couple extra dollars. So the only reason why I want to bring this up for our show is, we're a cultural show. This is a very Portland thing. Do we still shop at Fred Meyers knowing that they're doing these type of practices? And then also, I do have an update about what the workers are doing. I'll do that in a moment. But first question to both of you guys: Do we still shop at these big corporations knowing that they're doing these to these people?
First off, it's not just a Portland thing. It is an American thing. It is your American right to strike for your union, and you should do it if you have the right to do so. That being said, am I gonna shop at Fred Meyer? Maybe, yeah. I'm gonna go where the prices are. As I mentioned before, I'm gonna go where the prices are right. Fred Meyer normally has decent prices. Some stuff's actually really taxed at Fred Meyer. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
For me, that stuff, I don't get too involved in there. I don't get my hands in there. I'm not an in or an out. I'm just gonna go where it's convenient and the prices are right.
All right.
I respect that.
I'm not gonna bring
respect that. I
politics
respect
into
that.
my salads and that stuff. Unfortunately.
All right. So
Hate me all you will.
this is the reason why I won't be shopping for Meyers for the foreseeable future. Not that I don't do too much anyway, so I do most of my grocery shopping at Trader Joe's, honestly.
Okay.
But right now,
You touching grass?
Hmm?
You like touching grass?
Yeah, for sure. But I'm pro union, having been part of multiple unions throughout my work career. But then also, secondly, with Kroger trying to do a merger with Albertsons, if that does take place, we've already seen inflation within grocery prices. If Kroger is allowed to basically just create a mini monopoly on our local produce and grocery market, price gouging is going to get insane because you only have so many options around here otherwise. Mm-hmm. Now, people like myself who shop at TJ's, we don't have those issues. But
or Winco.
Or Costco.
Winco. Yes, Winco.
Costco.
Oh.
If you have the privilege of owning a Costco card, not everybody has that ability.
Okay.
So it's more bougie Costco or like Whole Foods at this point?
Whole Foods? Get the fuck out of here.
I don't know, man. Whole Foods has gone downhill.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, Whole Foods is like dinner. Been a market of choice.
I love market of choice.
Yeah,
dude.
Of course you would.
I do too. This one close to the crib, but it's like, I feel like it's like what? Well, like back in the day, like Whole Foods was like some like real pristine thing. Like you shop at Whole Foods, but like now Costco is like, no, it's kind of like level play field.
Whole Foods still like it looks nicer, but I don't know. You buy a cart full from Costco or a cart full from Whole Foods.
The cart full from Costco is gonna last longer. It'll last you a month.
Half of it will expire before you use it.
No, you won't. Freeze it. You gotta know how to package it. Something you should learn in school.
That's how you ruin meat.
No, you don't. You freeze it.
Don't freeze it.
The quality won't be there.
Don't freeze
we
meat.
We can still eat it, but
here's my advice: if you're gonna eat meat, buy the day you're gonna eat it, or over
now,
the next couple.
Let
days.
me tell y'all how rich these people are.
no, I still do it. Bro, like, come on, what the hell?
I'm not gonna lie, that was funny as shit. Stop saying it twice.
Then he doubles down on it.
Exactly. Comedically timed well. Stop it.
No, but I still do it. But I'm not ignorant to the fact that like how it tastes day of versus. I mean, like, bro, it's like saying, are you one of those people who say like fried chicken the second day tastes better?
No.
Okay, there are weirdos who say that.
Okay,
shit.
great. Yeah, some people think KFC is better than Popeyes, and they're drunk. And we found one. Look how quick it is. Look how quick it is. Look how quick it is.
I love Popeyes.
You don't like the skin on chicken, don't you?
KFC's been catching up, is all I'm gonna say. I used to be a KFC hater. I went recently. I said, you know what?
I ain't gonna hold you.
It's not as big of a gap as it was before.
When we were super young, KFC low-key was slept on.
Those biscuits is
Bro,
trash.
No, KFC's
Popeyes?
biscuits.
No, KFC.
No, KFC's biscuits are better.
KFC's
with the
biscuits
honey?
are way better.
No, they're not.
With
Yes,
the
they
honey?
are.
Oh, they're horrible.
And
No,
the butter?
they're not.
They're
You're smoking
horrible.
crack.
Oh my gosh.
KFC's biscuits are way better.
KFC is
Bro,
trash.
we literally made jokes about Popeyes biscuits not being able to even
You
be
couldn't breathe.
digested
You
without
couldn't
drinking some
breathe.
shit.
Because they're so butterily good.
No,
They're
it's not
clogged.
butter because they're like chalk, nigga.
They are like chalk, yeah. Anyways,
If you don't eat them and they're warm.
okay, this is
But go ahead.
No, you were going to talk about if you're boycotting. Sorry, I'll wait till my facts.
Okay, you have a
Before-
fact.
yeah.
No. I was trying to fuck with him. Anywho,
Also, the Cajun fries suck at Popeyes. I
No,
just
they
said.
don't.
The secret seasening fries from KFC is better.
I'll fight you right.
Tay, you asked me if I could spot an albino earlier. That
That's good.
The Cajun
That's
fries are
good.
always cold. They're always cold. I've never had them.
They
before.
hate you.
Hold on. Which Popeyes do you go to?
On MLK and in Beaverton. I've been to two.
Which
Okay.
The Cajun
Which
fries
one
are.
do you go to on the regular?
Well, now it's the one on MLK.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And what time do you be going like late?
Like little
late?
lunch. Like
And it be cold.
dude. Yeah.
That's crazy. Damn.
that
They're
one,
cold.
they don't care about their job at that one. You only go there.
I thought they were really nice actually.
Yeah, they want to get out of there.
I ain't gonna hold you. I would tell them.
Popeyes on MLK. Come on, and it's
The,
cold.
the MLK
Yeah.
further down to the Lloyd Center.
I haven't
they'll
been
make
to
it-
that one.
They'll
I
do,
go to the
they'll
one
do
by
you right.
by the
The
studio.
one by
I ain't gonna hold you. You might be the only person I know from the town that says that shit.
what?
The one over
you're-
closer to Nike.
Yeah,
better.
it's true.
It ain't.
Well,
Oh, this is an MLK debate now.
It ain't.
so the one by
The one,
Portland, the one by
the one we all go to. Like, let's keep it a
The
beat,
one
bro.
by the studio.
with the fucked up parking lot. Yes,
That
the
is a
one
fucked up
I-
parking
I
lot.
the one I grew up across the street from. Yes, on Garfield and Ainsworth. Yes.
they be fucking holding niggas sometime over there.
Hey, bro,
This has got an
it's-
interesting
it's
debate
good.
here.
Because I remember one time I ordered the strip.
Are we
Why did I get one strip? I got back to the crib. I was pissed. I drove back and I opened up that Popeyes box and them niggas thought I ate the strips. I said, you gave me one chicken strip. How do you do that?
You ain't pop it open before you drove.
Because I didn't think
No,
you
I
could
would-
mess
I
up a
wouldn't pop
3-piece.
I'm gonna be real with you. I don't care where I go. If I'm doing anything drive through, I gotta like peek in. All right, did they not?
Oh, you're a
fucking
checker.
But I have to.
Oh, okay.
Because my thing is, I hate driving.
Oh,
so I'm
man.
not like you making that extra drive would have killed me. Like,
The disrespect.
That's funny.
are we
So,
debating over chicken?
Really,
right
really,
now?
really
So,
quick,
like,
really quick, and then we can get to the fact. The disrespect to give me one chicken strip. So at my job, we go like we go do like breakfast, right? And
Okay.
one time, this dude kept making a pancake with like bunny ears and a smiley face, and I was like, okay, that's whatever. Cause I asked for one pancake because I just want one because I'm watching my calories and shit like that. And he kept giving me these Mickey Mouse fucking pancake, and I had to tell him, why you think I'm sweet? Why you keep giving me this fucking Mickey Mouse?
Where's this
pancake? At some breakfast spot? And I was like, are you trying to tell me I'm soft? Like, why you keep making?
I think he was trying to make a passage.
He's just having fun making Mickey Mouse pancakes.
No one else's pancakes was like that.
That's
but
hilarious.
mine.
Then. That's
So,
hilarious.
He
No
probably-
one-
I'm not joking with you. You might have been making a passage.
Nobody else's pancake, and I had
He
to.
looked like a Disney guy. I don't know.
I had to get the waiter. I was
Corey in
like,
the
"Why are
house.
you putting Mickey Mouse ears on my fucking pancake with this fucking smile? Take it back,
How old were you two at the time?
bro." This. I was having this battle with this cook like once a month.
No, I said how old were you?
Like maybe like 30, 31, 32.
Oh shit! Damn, you was old as shit.
Yeah.
He doing that.
Yeah, I had to be like, "Why are you?" He thought.
He wanted you to have his special pancakes.
Anywho, we have a
Stuck in
fact
butter.
because we have to get serious again.
This was a crazy tangent.
Sorry.
Going
I'm
from, like,
sorry.
some
This
junior
was
shit.
this was
That was a
wild.
good conversation. though.
Yeah.
First off, Rob's definitely a DreamWorks guy. He ain't
DreamWorks
Disney.
guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, give that pancake some Shrek ears. He's gobbling that up.
This is my
sec-
swamp. It's all ogre.
All right, bro.
So,
So actually, there's a study done by Northwestern University about the effectiveness of boycotts, which is really not a lot of effect, at least on the company's bottom line.
How much of that factors in the civil rights era?
It's more recent
Ah,
because I know where you're leading. I was
Yeah.
reading through that article.
Okay.
There's Forbes like listed out 4 or 5 points from that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now that companies are much larger than they were 50, 60 years ago,
Yeah.
it's not threatening their bottom line at
Mm.
all. The most that boycotts really affect, per this, is just reputation. If the company is ineffective with their PR campaign following.
One thing.
Which not to
Right.
I have one point about this. I swear to God, in the midst of this strike, and I know working in marketing, it can't happen this quickly because usually the ad placements have to happen at least a month beforehand. I swear to God, since that strike happened, I have seen more Fred Meyers billboards than I've ever seen in my entire life living in the city. And they've all had some verbiage around the lines of how much they value their workforce and their employees. There's one a little bit south of like Belmont and MLK.
Fire.
Right after the Wells Fargo employee passed away, it's like a week or two ago, the amount of stuff I used to work there, from Wells Fargo saying like, hey, we still care about you, and all this other stuff was astonishing.
Mm-hmm.
So the one quick point I want to bring up with this whole piece is when we're talking about movements and strikes and everything, I feel that, and I might get some flack for this, I feel like that has also stayed in the past, where like I feel like that needs to like grow. And when I'm saying like when we're wanting to change things, I think John Legend and this is the only credit I'll give Chrissy Teigen. Mm-hmm. Like they talked about, well, we can't be on the front lines, but we can, make sure like we fund, like if you're not going to work, we're going to take care of meals. And I feel like that's another way of being and helping a movement, because someone taking a pledge to like, all right, I'm going to fight for my family and not do this. They're not getting paid. They're going off of the hope. And I feel like thoughts and prayers are nice, but like if you're a person who's like, all right, I want to see my dollar actually do something for a movement, making sure the people who are taking the ultimate risk and not being on the front lines and taking care of them is another form of the movement. And I feel like that's not talked about enough, because I feel like that's the evolution of having the stuff work, because the corporations are bigger, the movement has to get bigger. So my thing is that's another form of helping, and I feel like that's not done enough. So I'll end with this by saying that, some of the workers are back and they're kind of like mixing in with, some of the new help. So,
pay your employees more. Life is getting more expensive. It's not going to cost you much outside of maybe another trip to Turks and Caicos.
Also, maybe don't go to Fred Meyer a day or two. A lot of produce has been sitting the last couple of days.
That part
has been taken care of. Meat products. Speaking of meat products not being taken care of at Fred Meyer's, ooh, that was good. Boar's Head, Big Trouble Boys. Boar's Head, we all love it. We all love it. We all grew up eating it.
I didn't know what it was. So you
didn't know?
Since in the chat.
You grew up eating it, right? For lunch?
Got hit on by a cougar from Boar's Head.
Attaboy. So Boar's Head, for anyone listening that doesn't know, is a big deli meat manufacturer. Pastrami, honey baked ham, turkey slices, all the good stuff that grows kids in middle school. Well, this article posted end of August essentially said, in the last month, 9 people have died and dozens have been hospitalized in listeria outbreak. Listeria is a viral bacteria linked to Boar's Head deli meats that has led to recall of 7 million pounds of its product. The outbreak has been traced back to a Boar's Head plant in Jarrett, Virginia, good old Virginia, where federal inspectors had documented repeated problems. So, found stuff such as black mold, water dripping over meat, and dead flies. Just a rough facility, essentially. What Boar's Head has said is that not all their products are affected. They've emphasized so turkey slices, chicken roast beef, cheese are still on sale and were not affected by the recall. And then anything that was not part of the production plant in Virginia is essentially not affected by the listeria outbreak. Now that kind of leads me to my first question. Would you guys still eat Boar's Head deli meat if let's say it's not from the Virginia plant, it's from a different plant in Wisconsin? Or are you just not taking any risks?
Well, I don't really eat deli meat anymore, for real. Just ever since I gave up pork, and also I don't know, just like how.
Inshallah.
Exactly. But no, I just don't eat deli meat too much anymore, anyways. But in my previous years, if I heard this,
roast beef,
I do. But the thing is, I also
turkey.
I do, and that's the thing. I don't eat a lot of just straight up bread. So my thing is, there's no sense in me buying a whole bunch of like roast beef or turkey if I'm not gonna have a sandwich. So,
okay,
yeah.
No, I think one of the things I've doing a little bit differently in my years as I get older is watching what I eat. Even though I still have a fast type of metabolism, things like that, I am noticing like the toll of things. So when it comes to like hearing stuff like this, it kind of makes me like, man, what else, have I ate in my life? Because I've had stuff from Boarhead's Deli, and I'm kind of like, damn, my guardian angel's working overtime, But I'm with Tay right now. I don't eat deli meat like that, and if I do eat, meat from like a deli or something like that, it's probably gonna be like a top notch place, and like so I wouldn't.
Got it.
If anything, I'm not gonna hold you. I'll probably just go to a butcher and just get my meat. Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
Mr. Butcher.
Yeah, actually, I got some short ribs from Gardner's this past weekend. I put on the grill. That shit was fire.
Okay.
Attaboy. All right. This reminds me a little bit of like the Chipotle E. coli outbreak that happened a couple years ago. I find it interesting though that we're having situations here where we're just having bacterial outbreaks and just
it's happening pretty frequently too. It seems like.
Yeah, shameless shout out to PDX Water.
New brand partners.
Bang, bang, bang. Where I was just sent recently, I think Fiji bottles got recalled because of like microplastics, where it's just kind of like I don't want to say human ignorance, where it's kind of like, I remember people making like side jokes about like, oh, there's plastic in the bottle in the water and it's not good for us. And it's actually not good for us at all. Yeah. So it's kind of like, in our quest to like, feed the world, not feed the world, feed civilization. It's kind of like, what corners are we still cutting?
Yeah, mass production has caused a lot of issues and errors with the stuff we consume now. So
actually, dead ass, when I was at the Minnesota State Fair, we were at like the nursery center, and they had like chickens who were like free roaming, and then like chickens in like the chicken gully. Gallows. Yeah. And I was like, good Lord, this is like, I'm looking at the chicken pooping out an egg, and he's like, save me. And I'm like, God damn, chicken run.
And they probably call that free reign too.
Speaking of chickens, bro, not to cut your nose, but why chicken wings cost so much more now?
Ooh, supply and demand.
Chicken, but how has demand gone up that much? Like the Earth's popular.
Chicken wings are very popular right now.
When have they not been popular?
I think it's gone international. If you go to England, there's a chicken shop on every corner.
Damn,
that's crazy.
I think chicken is the most popular meat right now, and that's why it's gone up. Pork's cheap because a lot of people don't eat pork now.
Inshallah.
I feel like I'm gonna say it wrong and get canceled. So yes.
What? Say what wrong?
That.
I mean, we could get canceled regardless. But
what's the best thing you had at the fair?
Ooh.
And did you trust that food?
I did.
Okay.
It actually seasoned pretty well. I had this pork chop. I was like,
fucking slime.
Haram.
It was a damn good pork chop. But I had this, what's it say? I did a very big back thing.
A what?
Big back. He's being fat ass.
Oh.
Where I put a marshmallow in a donut.
Wow.
It's fine. You're at the fair. That's what the fair's about.
But no. Jesus. I had like fried cookie dough.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
No fear of salmonella. Hold on. So cookie?
No, it was a fried.
It was fried.
Fried cookie dough.
Deep fried.
So it's a baked cookie.
Or not
around
breading.
raw cookie dough.
Yes.
Oh, well, so I don't know this big bag terminology.
And the cookie dough, was it runny?
A little bit. And it wasn't that bad. I was like, damn. I was having flashbacks to Big Rob.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I might get some fried. I know I just said I don't eat deli meat. I might get some fried Oreos now. You just said this shit.
I was so afraid like deep fried stuff, but
that batter, that oil can be a little.
But in moderation. So I had like a dot size, like a small donut hole, and I was like, okay, but like. I saw this other person, and they had like 3 of those on there. I was like, damn.
That's crazy. Crazy.
You're going to
die.
You lost some lifespan.
I ain't going to hold you, bro. Not even before I stopped eating pork. I don't know what it is with me with pork chops. That just remind me of the struggle too much. Or like when I was younger. So I refuse to eat them. Like even before I stopped eating pork. I can't like, I damn near would like projectile vomit if I try to consume a pork chop.
Our like come up meal was hamburger helper. That was the go-to in the cabinet.
It was like pork chop, and a pot of spaghetti would last you a whole fucking week.
Boom.
That's another one. Like
we were Italians.
I'll eat it, but like I swear to God, black people have ate more spaghetti than Italian people.
Yeah,
like by far.
By
far more spaghetti.
Yeah, I agree.
Italians don't really
and then
eat
putting
spaghetti.
fucking
You know
and then
what?
putting.
Italians don't really eat spaghetti.
Yeah, bro.
But really, dead ass Italians don't play with that shit. If like you don't eat spaghetti,
Hold on. I got a question for you.
Yeah.
All right, when you make spaghetti, do you mix your meat together, or is it segmented by like pasta and meat?
Oh, like when I cook it?
Mm-hmm.
It's separate.
Nice cultural question. Okay.
mix it together.
Yeah, just how I was raised.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I cook the meat and I cook the pasta and I put them together at the end. That's funny. No, I never had hamburger helper as a kid. Is it good?
Beef stroganoff.
Yeah, it's right.
It's yummy? Okay.
It's right.
So much sodium in there.
It is.
I had to eat Romanian food growing up.
Mm.
That's the real struggle. That's a lot of pork, by the way. That's a lot of pork.
It is.
Cabbage rolls.
Is it me?
It's an ad break.
It's a
or-
break.
Ad break,
Yeah.
and then it's me, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we got a quick fact.
Just on the chickens. Wait, do you unmute me? Yeah, so a lot of chicken farms actually shut down during COVID.
What?
Yeah, due to like unsafe working conditions and other things that still haven't been resolved.
The fuck? What was unsafe? Chickens were on the run?
Close working conditions for people. Also,
I know what was unsafe about the.
I don't know,
Okay.
but a lot of them shut down and they couldn't keep up with the supply that was demanded during COVID, and apparently it was almost eaten dry.
Yeah. Seems
But
like
it still hasn't fully recovered, and they're still trying to get over the non-safe working conditions.
Word.
Ah.
That makes sense.
And chicken wing prices specifically tend to fluctuate depending when football season is.
But you
It
know why?
tends to spike up a little bit before football season, which is
That makes sense.
it's
tomorrow, and then peaks during Super Bowl.
You know what I've never understood about this? So like, in order to have chicken wings, you need a chicken, right?
Maybe.
All right. You know, maybe actually.
Cost is correct.
In theory, you need a chicken, right?
Yeah.
So how the hell we were having instances where we'd have a chicken wing shortage, but gizzards, every other thing on this damn chicken that I don't even fucking eat or want
Thighs
was still
or
like
breasts.
being the same amount of production.
Gizzards
You go south.
outside of the albino.
Wow.
Wow, that was crazy. Ow.
Yeah, no one wants the gizzards.
You go south of the Mason-Dixon line, you know, shit.
All right, that's
Also
some Cajun
just
shit right there.
One more quick thing. In 2021, there was a Consolidated Appropriations Act, which allowed for up to $1 billion for farmers that farm poultry. So that went into effect 2021, and if prices are still up,
Well, I will say this before we go on commercial break. I think I think Michael Vick found a new hobby: chicken fighting.
Wow,
That's why it's unsafe.
the racial undertone with that. Is
Man,
crazy.
that's crazy,
Crazy
man.
work.
I could take it even a step. I'm not.
That
Gonna.
was, no, we're gonna,
I'm good.
and we're gonna go to ad break, and we'll be right back.
If you haven't,
Hey,
hello.
we didn't say that, but you know,
just cause.
you know who needs to say a lot of things? Simone Biles' mother.
Uh-oh.
What you need to say?
I'm
I
sorry.
found this interview I found very interesting, and I kind of want to bring the situation to you guys. Is after Simone Biles won all of her medals, nasty work by these interviewers. They found Simone Biles' mom, I believe, allegedly. I could be wrong.
Her biological mother.
Yeah,
For
thank
context,
you,
yeah.
thank you for her biological mother. I don't want to say she was like in a halfway house, but they were asking like, "Oh, have you been in contact with
Yikes.
Simone Biles?" And she's like, "No, but I'm still hoping that she will reach out to me." And then she was talking about the sadness of not being involved in her life, and she has so much to explain to her. And I think also in the interview, she alleges she's still on drugs, and she doesn't see why Simone Biles is reaching out to her, and it's on Simone Biles to reach out to her. And I was like, one of these things don't look like the other. And I'm just curious, when it comes to that kind of situation where like a parent doesn't understand the harm that they're doing towards their child, do you think Simone Biles actually has, because her mom, let's say, because we talked about a lot of emotional maturity, do you think Simone Biles should have forgiveness for her mom at where she's at right now in her life?
It's not on me to say. I would hope that anyone, it's different trauma you dealing with family members who have substance abuse issues. From a wide lens, understanding that people who are going through that, they're not in their best state of mind. So how they process stuff, how they're able to communicate with folks is altered quite a bit, or can be rather. So, if she does find it in her heart to, reach out for whatever reason, great. If not, she's living her life. She has a husband. She has her own family and life outside of whatever relationship there is, or, lack thereof that there may be.
Yeah.
So, I know this might not be a direct answer, but,
No,
it's up to you.
Yeah. Like Tay said, I don't know the full story, but I think it's Simone's right at whether she wants to or she doesn't want to. I think either response is fair and appropriate. If she wants that relationship, she should go for it. But if she doesn't, I don't think there should be any ill will towards her that she doesn't want to build that with someone she maybe doesn't see as a motherly figure potentially.
I will say it's been weird for media to even present that to her.
That is weird.
Because
That's why I brought
everything as a sports reporter, everything that's
It's like, what's the worst thing I can bring up right now? After
yeah,
Thank
moment,
you.
and also this isn't like TMZ bringing this stuff up, tabloid
Mm-mm.
magazines. These are sports reporters. So the only thing you should be concerned about is, I know she's a gymnast, but if I'm like a basketball player or football player, whatever, like what I do between these four lines is whether it be an NBA court or football field, whatever have you. What I do as my profession, that's what you're gonna write in your column. That's what you're gonna write as far as your beat article for that week. Me and my mother's relationship has nothing to do with you.
Mm-hmm. No, and you both actually hit exactly the point I wanted to get at, because I was like watching a little bit of that. I was like, man, why is this interviewer in this person's home? Like, this is like something that they should be dealing with them, dealing off camera. It was almost kind of like Logic and his dad, where I'm almost kind of like, man, you should handle this.
Yeah.
Or like I don't know.
And I could almost, because you brought him up, I could almost understand that a little bit more if a hip hop or music journalist were to ask him those questions, just because he inserts those type of stories in his content so much as is.
Okay. So this actually, because I want to still kick this with y'all. Do y'all have the same vein when Eminem is talking about his sobriety, when he's talking about his family?
Yeah, you open yourself up to those type of questions then at that point. Like if I was interviewing him, yes, if I'm interviewing him during his peak, like the early 2000s, yes, I'm going to ask you about your relationship with your mother, Haley's mom, so forth and so forth, because you've said XYZ.
Do you guys feel like with Olympians more than other athletes, we love to find almost the chink in their armor, the little weakness they have?
For sure.
Like I think of like the Michael Phelps situation, where Michael Phelps is, I would say, the greatest athlete of all time. I think there's a real case to be made. He is, but immediately like he was ripped for like smoking weed and all that stuff. I find it interesting, and every other Olympian, Ryan Lochte, yeah. Ryan Lochte in that whole situation where with the Brazilian police and like him kind of lying about it, but he didn't do anything wrong yet. Like he was made to be this like evil guy who lied about what the Brazilian police did or whatever. I just feel like with Olympians more than anyone, maybe because we only see them every 4 years. So when, there's an opportunity there, it's like blood in the water with the Sharks. But it always feels like Olympians are the ones that just get really
the most.
Yeah.
But it's also the most media in one condensed space than ever. Like this is a New York Knicks game on steroids, because like within the Olympic Village, I mean, you have me outlets from the US, from the UK, every stretch of the world. So
damn good point, you two. Damn good point. Yeah. I think that's because they got to get it really quick, because we're not gonna see them, because no one's tuning in to watch the prelims to qualify for the gymnastics, because it's the barrier to entry. Like for example with the WNBA, I don't even know what system or network you get to like watch that. Like there's so many. Like I've never heard of. Whereas like there's so many hoops, so like actually I agree.
I watch
with
my show on YouTube TV.
Like you think we're gonna hear about Noah Lyles in like 3 months?
No,
not at all.
Unless he
makes a comment about, the Boston Celtics technically aren't the world champions.
It's me.
I just the reason why I kind of want to just bring it up is one, that piece too as well, and it's kind of like we're a podcast, we don't like we joke around and shit like that, but like when things get serious, I don't think I could ever do an interview with like someone who's like inebriated, or like your relationship with this person is not solid, or like I kind of like it's just kind of like to me it was just like weird, and it was just like weird. And I was like, and I just hope Simone in her heart finds some level of forgiveness, because when you kind of carry that kind of stuff, because I don't think she should totally like bar her mom out of her life, but arm's distance, because that is your mom. You only get one mom, so shout out to her grandparents who stepped up. So yeah,
I'm gonna challenge you. You say you couldn't interview someone that was inebriated.
Yeah.
So would you interview Kanye?
No, unless he was like as sober as he could be.
Not on the nitrogen.
No.
You've done a podcast,
but we were all inebriated.
Oh, okay.
But
okay.
But I'm talking about like I watched this one Breakfast Club interview. I think it was like Ray J, and he was just like whatever.
Oh, when he called in, he was like
not called in, but like he was on the show, like he was like off the yak, and like they were just using him like as a straw man, like he was punching back, like hey,
yeah,
do the dance,
yeah.
And I was kind of like, Charlamagne, you've been.
'Cause I got homies. Never mind.
that
was a crazy clip, but yeah.
So it's just, to me, it's just like when there's like real things in people's lives, I feel like that should be one with the heel. And if they did do that interview, it should be like, all right, challenger.
I like you said that. All right, speaking of real lives, just closing my last topic of the day.
Let's close it out.
All right. So I don't know if you all saw, Netflix put out a new series. It's called The Worst Ex Ever. I've had a few people hit me up about it over the last like week or two.
Are you on it?
Wow.
Sorry.
When I go into how dark you're like, no,
that was
crazy.
a oop. I was
That was over, yeah, that was crazy. Nah, but it came out August 28th, I believe. I had a few people hit me up about it. Like, I'll tell you, if you're looking for some fire to watch, it's a dope series. 4 parts to it, 4 different episodes with different case studies in terms of like real life events and stories that happen. Oddly enough, there I believe were 2 Northwest stories where I was like, damn, this is like kind of close to home. I think there was one I think happened in Washington, another one that happened in Bend, Oregon.
Damn.
So each of these episodes, they go into people's experiences with, kind of exes that were off the rocker. Some were relationships, some were marriages that end up in divorce. There was one instance where a man was kind of controlling with his wife. He was kind of territorial in terms of her having male friendships, communication with any other men. Then he was checking her phone. Eventually leads to divorce, and then he ends up killing her sister, I believe.
Oh God.
Yeah, like that's what like it's kind of dark stuff. It's like extreme, like the worst ex ever. So
okay.
Yeah, to tone it down some.
Okay.
And I would still say I like true crime movies and shows. So
there we go.
I should tone it down some though, and you can go into either your own personal experiences, not using any names, or just, you may have heard or seen some shit from a friend. Mm-hmm. What would you say your worst experience or single instance has been with the ex?
Oh shit!
And I know relationship expert because you run relationship dynamics.
Oh shit! I gotta go first.
I'm gonna kick it off.
I'm trying to make some shit PG. Oh shit. One damn okay Netflix they open up a true crime is very on YouTube. True crime or like scary stories. Mm-hmm. Those are like the top things people watch in the world. So Netflix is knowing they're doing something different. One I want to talk, if we're gonna talk about exes, I'm gonna keep things PG, but also I think one of the things when we talk about exes that I feel like people don't talk about enough is about themselves. And I guess I can't believe I'm saying this on the podcast. There's this
boy, this one is a spin master.
What?
Yeah, he was a spin master.
What you talking about? What you talking about?
You getting brownie points right now. Like, I'm gonna take accountability for stuff I've done. Like, that's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. I see why you do what you do.
What are you talking about?
I see why you do what you do for a living. You're good.
I'm taking responsibility.
I know.
I'm taking responsibility,
my God, bro. It's okay. Just to air somebody out, bro. Like, you ain't gotta use no names.
All I'm saying is,
what does Sasha do?
Huh? Whoa. Anyway.
Oh, that was somebody's actual name.
No.
That's a porn star.
I would say some of the...
That's a porn star. I got you. I know.
Some of the responsibility I feel like that people have to take when you talk about exes is, even if it wasn't your fault for a lot of stuff, you still play a part. And I think one of the parts that I had to understand that I played was... damn, there's so much context I need to give to people. But I would say... allowing someone to see the vulnerability in you and allowing someone to help you. I think for me, I have a big proponent of like wanting to do it myself a lot and not letting people who are like genuinely wanting to help and me like, oh, since you have problems, you don't have the capabilities to help me. And that was something that I had to work on and trust that, you know, if this person's my partner, I got to trust that you can come through for me, even though you might have a history of not, you know?
Yeah, I feel you.
But, you know, one of the exes that, you know, shit, damn, I can't believe I'm going first. One of the exes I'm thinking about, shit.
Say it.
I can't.
Spit it out.
Oh, shit.
Here, do you want me to break the ice?
Sure.
I won't use any names. A woman's tried to stab me before.
Jesus
Like,
Christ.
Damn.
Damn.
you said what? Oh, wow. That was crazy.
How'd she try to stab you? She's like,
See, no,
She's
that's,
like,
that's too many details. That's too many details.
See?
But all right. So she tried to stab me in my hand. That's cool. Wait there.
All right.
It's like a kitchen knife.
See, that's way too many details.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's too many.
Um,
Because we cordial.
I thought you liked true crime. Come on.
Yeah, no, we cordial now.
man, I feel like I'm on the spot. This was in the group.
This was a long response, bro. You've been talking for like 5 minutes.
Man, I'm trying to
Spinning for
filter.
5 minutes.
I'm trying to filter some shit out.
You sure you don't want to work in PR?
Sure, I can work in PR. I would say one of the things an ex did was, message a family member, and like, and knowing that the family member actually like was wanting to fuck with them, and being like, and like entertaining that, not like in like, oh I'm gonna do it, but like creating the illusion. And I'm just kind of like, that's just weird to me. Like, oh, I'm not gonna do anything. So I was kind of like,
Wait, hold on.
Is it who I think it is?
My head. So she messaged a family member.
no, a family member's messaged her.
Yep.
And she's entertaining an interaction, and she's telling me, oh, I'm just, this is whatever, right? But like giving that narrative to a family member, like, oh, your person to use that against me.
Oh. Yeah, that's nasty work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't bro, was it?
Which one? Yeah, but we always take W's over here.
Yeah.
People have to get cut loose.
Yeah.
Damn, I can't believe I said that.
My turn?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
cousin.
So I don't have any personal like terrible stories with exes. I'm normally pretty cordial with them afterwards. We'll talk here and there. If anything, worst thing that's happened is they'll just like block me. I do have a funny ex story if you guys want to hear that instead. Okay, this one's more funny, not like bad. Dated this girl in high school, senior year of high school. We dated all year, broke up that summer, decided things didn't work out. I go to college. Never talk after that. Never talk after we broke up, whatever.
Can I ask before you?
Yeah.
Not to cut you off. Did she go to college out of state?
No.
Oh, so why'd y'all break up? You were both
It
here.
just-
You were both here still.
Yeah. It just didn't make sense any longer.
You said you were trying to live your freshman year.
I just grew apart. I'll say that. We grew apart.
Okay.
So I go to college. She goes to a different college in state. Senior year rolls around. 4 years I've gone. I haven't even thought about her. Messaged, nothing. Senior rolls around. I'm in my capstone class, which is like second term of my senior year at Portland State. Lo behold, she walks into the class. I said, whoa. I turned white. My buddy looks at me. He's like, what's wrong? I was like, that's my ex. Didn't see her like in 4 years. Let me tell you. I came out looking a little better. Anyways. Sorry, that's a little cheek I had to throw on there. Lo and behold, capstone is all about the capstone project. So, for the school of business, long story short, essentially everyone from a different school within the school of business does one project together. I was on the marketing team. She went to school for accounting, and then we somehow end up on the same team.
I thought
it's a makeup sex.
So she transferred into Portland State.
She did transfer into Portland State. I didn't know that. So we end up having to do this project together. There were other people in the team, but essentially that forced me to talk to her after
Oh,
4
wow.
years.
Okay.
And you know what? And it was fine. It was fine. She told me I looked good. I said, thanks. You look great too. All this stuff.
That hurts
She
you.
kept it very.
Were you lying?
Nah, I was being nice. I'll say that. I was
Okay.
being cordial. She had a fiance at that point,
Oh.
which that one was a little weird. I'll say that.
At 21?
Yeah, like 22.
Okay. Damn.
That was that one hit a little different. When your first ex gets a husband or a fiance, that I feel like that hits a little different.
You got it bad.
But but that was you know that's that was a life lesson. Teach me that whatever goes around comes around, and you never know who might come back in your life at a later point.
So had she not had a fiance, would you have considered spinning the block?
No, I'm good.
Real one.
Been there, done that. On to bigger things.
I had more time to think. All right.
Oh, Robert's got another story.
I had more time to think. I had an ex, and we'll say this. Long story short, I had like a surprise birthday party, right? Right?
Yeah.
And we're like still trying to figure some stuff out, right? And then we get into it, and then she tells me, we're like, I would have never came to your birthday party, but your mom told me I should come. And I was like, so she blames my mom.
Nice.
And I was like, first and foremost, you could have said no. Like, you didn't have to. So, like,
Why were her and your mom even still communicating?
because it was like a surprise thing. And like,
what does it matter if that was your ex already?
so the thing is, like, my mom is like super nice type of woman.
She is.
Yeah.
And like, you know, my mom is like, she's cordial, but also at the same time, if we're not like locked in, my mom's not strong arming you to do that. Like, you can be like, oh, miss whatever, I'm fine. But to use that and weaponize that against me, bro, like, I did this one thing for you. You didn't have to show up there. So
Yeah, that's kind of weird for her to be like, I wouldn't have showed up, but your mom invited me.
Exactly.
I would have told
If
her.
you wanted to,
can,
you wanted
You can
to.
get out if you
Yeah.
want. Like, you don't have to stay.
That part.
I remember because my eldest niece, it was like a Jerry.
She's a savage, isn't she?
She is a savage. It was like a Jerry Springer episode. She was like, everyone said, "Who's that?" They're in the house.
That's crazy you said that too, because like my little cousin, she had to be maybe 7. Yeah, like 6, 7 when that shit happened with me. Old girl, and she said, you know, I liked her, but such and such, she went crazy. She went crazy.
It's so interesting hearing that situation from my eldest niece, where I was like, "Damn, you really was tapped in." Everyone wanted to say it, but I did. I was like, "No, you don't shut the fuck up." But well, this is definitely a classic Play No Games episode. God Lord, we're all bad people.
A lot of editing.
A lot of editing. There's only one pure person on this show.
RJ.
RJ.
There's only one person who's
Soon to be father.
And
Soon to
soon to
be.
be father.
Send him love, everyone.
Congrats, bro.
Yes. How do you guys read in my mind?
Yeah.
We will be down a member, but he will be in spirit. Shout out to RJ.
Congrats on the sex.
That's what it feels like.
There you go.
Proof of consummation.
RJ.
Now, can I ask, his wifey, has she asked you for a push gift? If she
A
came,
push gift?
if
Wait,
she,
what?
if she came to you asking for one, would you?
Is that a gift for giving birth?
Yes.
Oh, I haven't
All
heard
she
of that.
wants is a Jimmy John sandwich afterwards.
Okay, so for people that didn't hear that, she wants a Jimmy John sandwich for afterwards.
That's it.
Okay.
That's, you know what?
Literally a mic right here. That's okay.
What a legend. I love that response, actually. Jimmy John sandwich does hit different after long days.
After
Long
giving
days
birth.
of work. Free smell.
Well, shout out, because, you know, I'm not about to air people's, you know, wifey's names, but shout out to RJ and his wonderful, wonderful wife. RJ will be editing in spirit because guess what? Word of the day, delegation. I'll be delegating some things. But if you like what we're doing, like, comment, subscribe. We really appreciate you guys. The numbers and all the other shit has been like mondo crazy, and like literally, y'all, we promise to give y'all each time we get on here a better and better project. But this is Cartier Rob.
Take forward.
It's Cas.
Backseat Critics in the back. We out.
Probably wonder if I think of you. sorry, I'm for the bag right now. Yeah, I'm for the bag right now. Yeah, for the bag that I never had. Yeah, you probably mad right now. Yeah, I got a 2-piece now. But shit, I think they call them groupies now.